What's up guys, this is Rishi here with another episode of On Air, and for those of you who don't know what this series is all about, well, I take your questions, I take your topics, and I talk about them every Monday. So if you want me to talk about anything at all, any question or any topic that you want me to talk about, well, then leave your questions, leave your topics down in the comment section below, and I will be sure to check them out and talk about some of them on the next Monday. Alright, so moving on with this episode's first question by Luca LAC, who asks, which PC do you have and what are the specs? And honestly, a lot of you guys have been asking me about my PC and my PC specs, so here it is. So starting off with my mouse, I have Razer Death Adder 2013, and mouse pad that I have is a Razer Glacius. And moving on to my keyboard, I have a Razer Lycosa Mirror Edition, which totally sucks. Do not buy it. I will never recommend any of you to actually buy it because of the reason that it picks up smudges like shit. Alright, then moving on to my recording mic, I use the Blue Yeti Pro to record with a pop filter on it, obviously. And the joystick that I have is a Thrustmaster 1600K or something like that. Not sure, but somewhat about that, right? I use the joystick for simulation games like, realistic or simulation games like, Flight Simulator or War Thunder or something like that. Then I have a wired Xbox 360 controller. I don't really prefer wireless because they just run out of batteries and you have to keep changing them, and if it happens in the middle of a bloody match, it just completely sucks. And moving down to my rig, I don't really remember the case that I have, but it is by Cooler Master. And moving to the inside, I have a i7-3770K CPU, and I've got two 690s SLI, and I've got 16 gigs of RAM and a bunch of hard drives, no SSD because I apparently don't need it. I mean, all they do is like they boot up fast and they load up things really fast, and I don't really necessarily need it, So yeah, that'll be about my rig. I don't really have a sound card. I don't think I do. It's just, I guess, a stock one because I haven't upgraded to any. The headset that I have is a Razer Megalodon, which sucks as well. So don't buy it, go for any other headset than Razer Megalodon. I would never suggest it to anyone. The monitor that I have is, it's not really a monitor, it's a freaking 32-inch LED screen, which I use for my TV purpose and my PC purpose as well. So there you go, that is my PC and that is my rig. Alright, so moving up to the next question by Alpha Omega, who asks, Dishi, did you hear about EA raising prices in India? What are your thoughts on it? Well, let me tell you one thing, I haven't only heard about it, but I am one of the many victims of this bullshit carried out by EA in the Indian economy. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what Alpha Omega here is talking about, let me tell you that EA has apparently declared that they will be raising the prices of their upcoming games in the near future in India. So much so that it is now actually literally equal to the console prices. Yes, and I'm talking about the PC versions touching the price of the console versions. Can you believe me? No, you cannot. I know, right? Now, let me tell you the reasons behind, EA doing this, or what they claim to be the reasons behind their so-called stupid bullshit act. Now, first, before I tell you about that, let me tell you about the, economy difference or economy balance that is going on right now. About a couple of years back, Indian rupees was like 46 Indian rupees equals $1. Today, it is like 57 or 56 Indian rupees equals $1, and it is anticipated that by the end of 2013 it will be 70 rupees, which will be equaling $1. The Indian economy is falling drastically, and EA is taking full undue advantage of it to gain the undeserved profits from their products. Now, these guys, EA, they claim that they are raising the prices so that the people from other country don't take undue advantage of the lower prices in Indian market by putting up a proxy address which belongs to one of the Indian IP addresses and downloading from the Indian the EA India site, right? Now, these guys are completely bullshitting on this part. Why? Let me tell you why. Because in India, there are hardly one or two people out of about 1,500 or 2,000 people who actually download from the site. Rest all get a hard copy from an online retailer or from some other retail store. Why? Because Indian internet connection sucks. Let me explain that aspect to you guys as well. Why do I upload 3 videos a week? If it was in my hands, I would upload 7 videos in a week, 1 every day. But I don't do that because the connection sucks. I have a 2 Mbps connection, which includes my upload and download. 70% of it is download and the rest 30 is the upload. All right, when I download at the peak, at the literal peak, I get 200 kbps, and that is considered to be one of the better connections in India. Literally, you literally believe me when I say this, but the average connection or the normal connection that Indian people use is 512 kbps, where they hardly get 60 kbps or 70 kbps while downloading. So why in the fucking hell would you think that we would download from the site? We love buying hard copies. We love it so much that I have literally 52 original hard copies of Xbox games, all right? And you guys know how costly Xbox games were, and I have 52 original games just because I don't really mind buying games. I am not really that choosy, but I am just one of those 5% Indians who do not mind before spending. Yes, I will not spend on something that I'm not going to use, right? But if that thing is costly, but if it does the job, I will surely spend on it. But I am just one of those 5% Indians who actually do that. The rest 95% Indians don't even fucking think of buying it. Literally, if it is that high cost, like in the Battlefield India community right now, people are like, you know what, we'll get GTA 5 for a console because it is worth it, and Battlefield 4 can fucking wait. Yes, this is the attitude of most of the Indian Battlefield players, and trust me, I know almost all of them, and this is the attitude of most of the Indian Battlefield players right now regarding one of the biggest titles coming this year. Can you believe that? I mean, EA is taking such undue advantage of our broken economy. They say they are, equaling the price to the US economy by raising prices in the Indian economy so that they don't take advantage of, downloading it from the EA India site by using a proxy setting. Well, dude, if you actually raise our prices, and make it equal to the dollars, well, if you logically speak, if you economically see to it, you will be making our product, the product in the Indian market more costlier than the US economies or the US market's products, if you go by the economy. And that is what you guys are doing. You are just giving bullshit excuse behind a bullshit fucking policy of yours to exploit the weak Indian economy to gain maximum profits out of it, literally, and I do not appreciate it. I loved you guys because of the titles that you're bringing up, because of the games that you're bringing up, but this bullshit that you've carried out in Indian market, EA, you have disappointed me, and I know I'm just one of millions. My opinion won't even fucking matter to you guys. Why would it? It never did, it never will. I'm just another dumbass consumer who will eventually just buy the product because, well, you have to buy it, you just don't have any other choice because they won't reduce the goddamn prices, and it is just one of the biggest titles in 2013. So why won't I buy it? I will eventually just cry and finally buy it. I mean, I won't cry, but 95% of the Indian players right now are raging, and they're like saying they won't buy it, they won't buy it, they won't buy it, but they will buy it. Everybody knows they will buy it literally a little later or whenever, but they will buy it, and you will just rip all of us off and enjoy that undeserved, filled with bullshit excuse profits that you guys are going to be making out of this price hike in the Indian economy. Well done, EA. Very well played. Claps for you guys. Very well played. I mean, I'm just highly disappointed and shocked in you guys. You guys are just big ass money whores. That is all you are in my eyes now. And Alpha Omega, thank you once again for bringing that topic up. It was just one of the really hot topics going on in the Indian gaming industry and in the worldwide gaming industry as well, and I'm glad you came up with that, and I'm glad I could talk about it. Guys, if you want me to talk about such topics that you think are worthy enough to talk about, or if there is anything that you want to ask me or that you want my advice on, go ahead, leave your comments, leave your thoughts, leave your topics in the comment section below. I will be sure to go through all of them and pick out the ones that are actually worthy talking about, and I will talk about them on the next Monday's On Air. And well, that'll be all for this episode of On Air. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed me raging about the EA's price hike bullshit, and if you did, then be sure to leave a like. Even if you enjoyed the gameplay and not my rage, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. Until the next time, you guys take care. This is Rishi signing off for now.